while back, I had brewed a American-style pale ale and a Belgian Dubbel with raisins added. And I'm going to taste them today and kind of describe how they turned out. So the first one I brewed, which was kind of like a calibration brew for the system, was the American Pale Ale. I wanted to gauge efficiencies of the brewery, what kind of evaporation I would get, how much hop bitterness I could get, different boils, different bitterness levels. So this one turned out to about 5% alcohol, original gravity of 1050. It's a really nice medium golden color right now. It's actually become quite transparent because it's been sitting out on my front porch here, cold temperatures, but not freezing. And it's been there for about 3 weeks or so, so it's really quite nice. In this one I used two different hops. I used Simcoe and Cascade. Cascade gave a really nice citrusy, almost flowery type of character, and the Simcoe I used mostly in the end of the boil so I could get some peach characters, which came out pretty nice in the aroma here. The beer overall is pretty well blended. I was happy with the way it turned out. There were a couple things I would change. I would probably mash at a little bit higher of a temperature to get a little bit more body, and I might add a couple other malts, specialty malts, maybe some biscuit, maybe Raisins, or I know it's an English malt, but Maris Otter is quite a nice malt to add to pale ales. But some of these malts I don't have available, so I may do with what I had. The next beer is the Raisin Dubbel, and with this one I've brewed a couple raisin beers in the past before, and I wanted to get a light raisin character because in a Belgian Dubbel you might get a little bit already. And this one I didn't have special B malt, so I used Crystal 150. It's kind of similar, and that can give like a raisin prune type of character. So I tried to really complement that by adding 0.16 kilograms to 20 liters. This one has a nice deep copper ruby type of color to it. You can see that. The aroma on this one has a bit of caramel, biscuits, light raisins, dark cherries, and maybe a little bit of roasted or almost chocolate types of characters. Not so much chocolate, a little more roast. Actually, right now, a bit of the dark cherry is coming through a bit more, and that's probably from the raisins that I've added. This one's my favorite so far, absolutely. It's about 6.5% alcohol, starting gravity of, it was hard to calculate because there were some funny things that happened, but starting gravity was around 1066 or so, and final gravity ended down around 1015. So there's still a little bit of a body here, but it's really a nice blend in this one. I'm going to be brewing this one again, absolutely, and I can't think of too much that would change. However, this one has an Abbey yeast, and I would actually prefer to use a Trappist yeast. The Abbey yeast is a real phenolic. You get a banana, clove types of characters in there, and the Trappist yeast is a little bit more clean in that sense. You can get more dark fruity characters, and in my opinion, I think it just makes for more complex beers. It allows the beer to come through more than the esters from the Abbey yeast. That's a nice brew. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be heading down to Brew Brewery, and I'll be spending the day down there with Brian and Chris, the brewers, and Brian's the owner. but we'll be tasting a few different beers down there. They're American brewers, brewing in Numazoo, and they've got some really nice beers there. I've tasted one of their amber ales before, and it's quite good. So I'm excited to try a few of their others. So I will get that story up very soon, and until then, cheers.